All right, boys, today we're going to talk about solid gold jewelry. I will talk another day about sterling silver, brass, cover, vermeil, everything along those lines. But today we are talking about carats and what they mean for your jewelry. We'll start with the most pure. That is 24 karat gold, which is 99.99% gold. That is the most pure you can get. And then 22 karat, 91.67% gold. Just to make it short and sweet, you're going to want to stay away from these. You cannot wear them for everyday use. There's only certain clasps you can use because the gold is so pure that it is soft. So you are going to be paying specifically for the labor. You can't wear these. I hear rappers and people talk about this all the time about it being pure, solid gold. This isn't going to be jewelry pieces that you want. You do get your more weight in gold, but these are going to be something that are going to sit in a safe and not something you can go run around with, work out, swim in. So just avoid 22, 24 karat as a whole. So another thing to avoid, I've seen things as low as 8 to 10 karat range. So you're going to be looking at around 41.5, 41.6% gold and less. I would stay avoiding those unless you're looking at vintage pieces, for example, on Etsy, eBay. If you go into some of these old vintage shops, if you're hunting for jewelry, I would stay away from it. You're still getting gold content. So I would get it over sterling silver. I would get it over stainless steel. But again, I would avoid those if you're making custom pieces or looking for stuff to wear every day. So now what are you going to be looking for? So for 18 karat gold, you're going to be at 75% gold mixed with other metals. This is to keep it shine. This is to also make it sure that it is stable as a metal. So 18 karat gold, if you are not within the US, that is going to be most of the world's jewelry. So you're going to be talking about Europe, any countries in Asia. They use 18 karat gold for the most part. So make sure you ask where these pieces are coming from, especially if you're looking at vintage. As far as the Great USA goes, we use 14 karat gold for the most part. So that is 58.33% gold. So again, this is going to be the bracket you want to play in, anywhere from 14 to 18. Whenever you get to 18, it's going to be a little bit softer. But again, most of the world uses this kind of as the standard for gold and jewelry making. So you should be in the clear, but make sure you ask. Now, again, if you are making pieces or you are jewelry hunting, whatever it may be, ask about the carat. Carat with a K. Carat with a C is the weight of precious stones. That's a whole different ball game. We can play that game, film a video for you later. But carat with a K. You want to stay anywhere between 14 and 18 karat gold. Now, if you are making custom pieces or hunting, this is what I want you to do. I want you to put in a gold scrap calculator. So ask them, what is the carat? Is this pure gold? Is this all the way through? Is it hollow? Is it semi-hollow? Get as much information as you can get, and you can Google this on the fly, but open up a scrap calculator. So you're going to open up a scrap calculator. They're going to hate you for doing this, so just be aware. You're going to be in for a little bit of a fight. But put in the weight, have them weighed in front of you, put in the carat, and it will give you a rough guesstimation of how much that gold is worth if it is melted down. So this will give you the melt value. Now, what is the melt value? This is the advantage of buying precious metals pieces. This is the advantage of gold specifically because it is a lot more expensive. And when you're playing with jewelry in these brackets, you want to have gold content. So whatever that Equinox instructor / realtor / promoter for 11 comes around, steals your girl, and you're selling half your shit to get your net worth back up, this is where the gold jewelry comes into play. Now, if you love to negotiate, if you love a deal, if you love just grinding your balls out for no reason, this is where you get the gold scrap. You see how much they're charging you over it, and you try to get closest to that gold scrap number. Now, let's be real. They need to make some money, so they're not going to give you just the melt value of the gold. If they do, take it and run. You've got a W. But you are going to be wanting to get as close as possible to that melt value that you can get. And a caveat is, a lot of these jewelers are going to sell you on the fact that gold has doubled in the past 2 years. This is not common. Yes, people that have bought jewelry in the past 2 years have made money on their pieces. I have, other people have with even watches that people melt down. This is not a normal phenomenon. You're buying it to retain some of its value so you're not straight burning cash. But anyone trying to sell you this as an investment for 2 to 3 years or anything like that is full of shit. Your investment curve for gold is going to be anywhere from 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. And it's really for your grandkids whenever you die so they can sell it and have some extra change.